Hello and welcome to our little video to talk about what herbs could be very good now in Corona times. This is a video for our guests that have called us and get in touch a lot over the past week for the coronavirus, and to ask what they can do if they get it or to keep a strong immune system. Now, the most surprising, maybe for us that work with Ayurveda and the medical forums that I am on, have seen, and we are very surprised that licorice is working so well. So licorice can be eaten in powder. You find it in Europe in powder mostly, or it's either the bark or the root. So don't forget licorice. Make licorice tea. Don't do the candy because it has sugar, and all infections, they thrive in sugar. So don't take the sugar now. There's fast root in Finland and Sweden. There's a lot of candy made of licorice and sugar. So just pure licorice. And then, of course, work with all the herbs that are supporting the respiratory system. Typically ginger. You can make ginger tea. You can add lemongrass. If you don't find it in your country, you can take something else. But if you find fresh lemongrass, please, that's the best, the green leaves too. And then you have lemon leaves. Also, you can add it all into a mix. That's what you had when you were at a retreat. We just chop it up, boil it with water, and that's our herbal tea. We have many of them, but this is the one staple. Other things that you can do to support your immune system, especially for respiratory diseases, is of course vitamin C for all infections, any citruses. You can also find vitamin C in chili, actually quite a lot, more than in oranges. And it also gives like a flush effect. You know, when you get tears, that is the same that happens internally in the bronchi. And if you have an infection there, it's going to be quite difficult for that virus or bacteria to stick on the side. And actually there is a study that shows that in countries that eat a lot of chili, like in Pakistan, they hardly have any bronchitis. So that's a good enough evidence based for me to recommend it if you can eat it, because it's also very hot. Garlic often tops the best against viral and bacterial infections. So chop up raw garlic. It has to be raw. You can use it in food as well, but then the properties change. So I recommend chopped up raw garlic a lot if you can. And you can support your immune system in the stomach with pure aloe vera. Just have a plant at home always. It's good for the skin. It's much cheaper than any other product and not as good with the products as the fresh and natural stuff. And you just peel it very simply, cutting off the edges, and you eat the internal part. If there is a little bit of yellow sap, you cut up off more and you just eat the jelly that's left. If you start with this before the meals, this jelly before the meals, you will help your microbiome a lot. And to finish up with my favorite, clove. You find it in most countries. It's used in Indian cuisine, in Moroccan, North African, and it is a great spice because it has so much antiviral and anti-infection properties, and probably one of the most best herbs and spices we have per gram. Now, you can't eat so much of it, but you can make tea, like chai teas from it. Yeah, that was all for today. I will post more videos on healthy herbs and other stuff that you can do.